Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the IELTS speaking test part 3 with the examiner in Aulia. And the candidate is Erliza Shalsabila Hermawan. I would like to ask a question, and the topic is about food. Do you think diet is important?
Okay, so I think diet is very important for people who are already overweight, but actually, diet is also important for people whose lives want to be healthier because, in my opinion, diet can reduce weight and can also make our body healthy.
Okay, so what is a balanced diet?
Okay, so balanced diet, in my opinion, food in substance, portion, and don't overdo it, and also choose food and drink that have a good composition. Also pay attention to carbohydrate, fats, proteins in the food when we eat.
So, what is the typical diet of people in your country?
Okay, people in my country are reducing eating as much as possible instead of paying attention to the content in the food.
Do many people eat in restaurant in your country?
Of course, very many people eat at a restaurant because I think eating at a restaurant is easier and there is no need to cook, especially in my country. Many people eat at a restaurant, have a fast food.
Why do some people enjoy to eating out?
I think because there are many types of food that can be option and eaten.
So, and then the last question is, what the difference between restaurant food and home cooked food?
Surely, in my opinion, eating at a restaurant has more of menu, but for taste, not all of the restaurant food is delicious at our restaurant. And for home food, the taste is definitely the same and of course delicious, especially those that make our mother's food.
Okay, thank you, Erliza, for doing the test. Your answer is pretty good, and I hope you will get the best result.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to IELTS speaking test part 3 with the examiner Erliza Shalsabila Hermawan and the candidate is Iin Aulia. Okay, so Iin, I would like to ask question and the topic about clothes. First is, can clothing tell you much about a person?
Of course, clothing is one of appearance that we can see from another people, and it can describe of what people are really just by looking at our clothes.
Okay, so why do some companies ask their staff to wear uniforms?
In my opinion, maybe uniform can be used for the companies to look more professional.
Okay, what are the advantage and disadvantages of having uniforms at work?
I guess the advantages are uniforms can differentiate between the customer and the staff, so the staff can be easily recognized by the customer. Another reason is preventing the staff's clothes getting stained or being dirty during work hours. And about the disadvantages, there are some reasons, like maybe the uniforms is uncomfortable for some staffs, and it's not free. They cost money, and that needs to be paid by the staff.
Okay, uh, when do people wear the traditional clothing in your country?
As I know, traditional clothing usually used in a religious event, just like in Bali, they used kebaya in every praying and event that has related to their religious things.
So how have clothes fashion changed in your country over the last few decades?
It does have changed, of course, and I guess it can be influenced by the trend that are popular in that era.
What is the difference between clothes that young people and old people like to wear?
In my opinion, young people tend to wear a trendy, colorful, and sometimes a bit complicated clothes that's not easy for daily use. And old people tend to wear a simple clothes because their ability for wearing complicated things is getting decreased. So they didn't pay any attention to the trend. So as long as the clothes is comfortable for them, it is what they wear. Thank you.
Okay, thank you in Aulia for doing the test and your answer is very good. Thank you.